Welcome to English with Miss Julia. This lesson is aimed at beginners as well as intermediate learners. We read a story with the title Henry the Happy Hippo. I encourage you to pause the video regularly, identify new vocabulary, and practice your pronunciation. That being said, let's get started. Once upon a time, in a lush green jungle, there lived a hippo named Henry. Henry was not like any other hippo. He had a big heart and an adventurous spirit. Every day he would swim in the river and dream about exploring the world behind his home. His best friend, a curious monkey named Milo, often joined him on his little adventures. One sunny morning, Henry woke up with a brilliant idea. "Milo," he said excitedly, "let's go on a grand adventure to find the magical waterfall." Milo's eyes sparkled with excitement, and he quickly agreed. They packed some fruit for the journey and set off through the dense jungle. As they walked, the jungle seemed to come alive with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. Henry and Milo sang songs and told stories to pass the time. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a wise old tortoise named Tilly. "Where are you two headed?" Tilly asked with a gentle smile. "We're looking for the magical waterfall," Henry explained eagerly. Tilly nodded slowly and said, "The journey is long and filled with challenges, but if you follow your hearts, you will find it." With Tilly's encouragement, Henry and Milo continued their journey with renewed determination. As they trekked deeper into the jungle, they encountered a playful family of parrots. The parrots were bright and colorful, and they loved to chat. "We're looking for the magical waterfall," Milo told them. The parrots flapped their wings in excitement and guided them to a hidden path. The hidden path was narrow and winding, but Henry and Milo were determined to find the waterfall. They climbed over rocks and ducked under branches. Just when they thought they couldn't go any further, they saw a glimmer of light ahead. Could it be the waterfall? Henry wondered aloud. To their amazement, they had discovered a beautiful clearing filled with wild flowers. Bees buzzed around, collecting nectar, and butterflies fluttered gracefully. It wasn't the waterfall, but it was a magical place nonetheless. They decided to rest and enjoy a snack from their fruit stash. As they munched on their fruits, a friendly deer named Daisy approached them. "You look like you're on an adventure," Daisy remarked. Henry nodded and shared their quest for the magical waterfall. "I know a shortcut," Daisy offered. "Follow me." With Daisy leading the way, they ventured through a part of the jungle they had never seen before. The trees were taller, and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers. They crossed a babbling brook and admired the colorful fish swimming below. Finally, they reached a steep hill covered in moss. "The waterfall is just beyond this hill," Daisy said. Henry and Milo thanked Daisy for her help and began to climb the hill. It was a tough climb, but they didn't give up. When they reached the top, they were greeted by the most breathtaking sight they had ever seen. The magical waterfall cascaded down into a crystal clear pool, sparkling like diamonds in the sunlight. Henry and Milo stood in awe, their hearts filled with joy. They raced down the hill and dipped their toes into the cool, refreshing water. "We did it, Henry! We found the magical waterfall!" Milo exclaimed. They splashed around and laughed, feeling a sense of accomplishment and happiness. As they played, they noticed something glimmering at the bottom of the pool. Curious, Henry dove down and retrieved a beautiful golden shell. "This must be a treasure from the waterfall," he said, showing it to Milo. They decided to keep it as a memento of their adventure. The day was drawing to a close, and the sky turned shades of pink and orange. "We should head back home," Henry said. though he wished the adventure could last forever. Milo agreed, and they began their journey back, carrying the golden shell with them. As they walked, they reflected on their journey and the friends they had made along the way. This has been the best adventure ever, Milo said with a smile. Henry nodded, feeling grateful for the memories they had created together. They retraced their steps, passing by the clearing of wild flowers and the babbling brook. When they reached the hidden path, the parrots were there to greet them. "Did you find the waterfall?" one parrot asked. "Yes, and it was magical," Henry replied happily. The parrots cheered and congratulated them on their successful adventure. Tilly, the wise old tortoise, was also there, and she beamed with pride. "I knew you could do it," she said. "Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination." Finally, they reached the edge of the jungle, where their home awaited. Henry and Milo were tired, but filled with joy. They waved goodbye to their friends and promised to visit them again. As they entered their cozy home, they felt a sense of contentment. Henry placed the golden shell on a shelf where it caught the light and shimmered. "This will always remind us of our magical adventure," he said. Milo nodded, already looking forward to their next journey. They settled down for the night, dreaming of new adventures. The next morning, Henry and Milo woke up to the sound of birds singing. They felt energized and ready for a new day. "What's our next adventure?" Milo asked excitedly. Henry grinned and said, "Let's explore the great savannah." They packed their bags with fruits and set off once again, eager to discover new places and meet new friends. As they walked, they talked about all the wonders they might find in the great savannah. Their hearts were full of hope and anticipation. The jungle gradually gave way to wide open plains dotted with acacia trees. They spotted a herd of zebras grazing peacefully. "Hello there," Henry called out. The zebras looked up and greeted them warmly, curious about their new adventure. Henry and Milo shared their plans to explore the great savannah. The zebras offered to show them a beautiful watering hole where many animals gathered. They followed the zebras, excited to see this special place. When they arrived at the watering hole, they were amazed by the sight. There were giraffes sipping water, elephants splashing around, and antelopes leaping gracefully. It was a lively place filled with the sounds of nature. Henry and Milo joined in the fun, making new friends and learning about the savannah. They played games with the antelopes, admired the giraffes' long necks, and marveled at the elephant's strength. It was a day filled with laughter and joy. As the sun began to set, they sat by the water's edge, enjoying the peaceful atmosphere. "This is another magical place," Milo said, feeling grateful for their adventure. Henry agreed, knowing that every journey brought new wonders and memories. They decided to spend the night under the stars, surrounded by their new friends. The sky was clear and the stars twinkled brightly above them. They shared stories and dreams, knowing that the future held endless possibilities. The next morning, Henry and Milo said goodbye to their friends at the watering hole. They promised to visit again and set off to explore more of the savannah. Their hearts were light and their spirits were high. They ventured through the tall grass, discovering hidden wonders along the way. They found a field of wildflowers, a family of meerkats, and a magic lion basking in the sun. Each discovery filled them with excitement and curiosity. As they journeyed on, they came across a wise old elephant named Ellie. Ellie shared stories of the savannah and its history. Henry and Milo listened intently, soaked in the knowledge and wisdom Ellie imparted. Ellie told them about a hidden oasis, a place of great beauty and tranquility. "Follow the setting sun and you will find it," Ellie said. Henry and Milo thanked Ellie and set off in search of the hidden oasis, eager to see this special place. They followed the sun as it dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the savannah. The journey was long, but they were determined to find the oasis. As darkness fell, they saw a faint glimmer of light in the distance. With renewed energy, they hurried towards the light. To their delight, they found the hidden oasis, a paradise of lush greenery and sparkling water. It was a place of peace and serenity, just as Ellie had described. They spent the night at the oasis, feeling a deep sense of calm and happiness. The gentle sound of the water and the rustling leaves lulled them to sleep. They dreamed of all the adventures they had experienced and the ones yet to come. The next morning they woke up refreshed and ready for a new day. They knew it was time to return home, but they carried the memories of the oasis with them. They took a moment to appreciate the beauty of the place before setting off. As they journeyed back, they felt a sense of accomplishment and joy. Their hearts were full, and their bond was stronger than ever. When they finally reached their home, they were greeted with cheers and hugs from their jungle friends. They shared stories of their adventures, and everyone listened with wide-eyed wonder. Henry and Milo felt a deep sense of belonging and happiness. Henry placed a beautiful pebble from the oasis next to the golden shell on the shelf. "These will always remind us of our adventures," he said. Milo nodded, feeling grateful for their journey and the memories they had made. As the days went by, Henry and Milo continued to explore and discover new wonders. They knew that every adventure was a chance to learn, grow, and make new friends. Their hearts were always open to the magic of the world around them. And so Henry the happy hippo and Milo the curious monkey lived a life full of joy and adventure. They cherished each moment, knowing that the world was full of endless possibilities. And they always believed that with a little courage and curiosity, they could achieve anything. Thank you for reading this story with us. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button and do consider subscribing to our channel. This way, we may reach learners from all over the world and assist them in their English language. We look forward to seeing you in our next lesson.